Right, third time lucky. I think we might fight a fan. Whatever was happening. Apologies if you joined before. New OBS update with folks slamming my Vivian and a WWE move. I'm gonna try again. Seems stable again. Touch wood. That back up. Let me try again. No longer have the alarms iRacing. Right, so that's good. Yeah, okay. Put this into perspective. Introverting OBS to the previous version. My usage has gone down like 20%. Something very, very unhappy in the new lesson. But it is. Not going to worry about it for now because if it goes well, we're going to switch the PC out and back to doing streaming without having to navigate that little game. He also restarted the whole. Apologies for slow stuttered start, but that's kind of just how it is for me. Hopefully we're past that now. This is no longer a streaming PC. Final test. Let's see if I can drop. Yeah. Better? With the overlays, make sure those. Then I think we're set. Sorry about this. Luckily, I wasn't about to rush into a race. I was going to start lapping. Oh my goodness, look at that. Night driving. Hopefully that means some night racing this week. I don't remember racing at night in a weekly iRacing. I'm all for it. Say that now. Let's see how I go. It's always a bit weird coming to this track in iRacing. it's now probably one of the older renders of the track. Unless they pushed an update that I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks like the old one. Brand new cut of this track would be very, very well. Very popular. Cold tyres at Spa is going to be a enjoyable battle. Perfect. Car doing exactly what my OBS did. We try again. It's nighttime, lower temps, longer warm-up period. Lap 1 of these races will be the biggest hurdle to getting a good round. Gonna be out braking themselves, people will be spinning like I did. Because it feels fine up until that corner. Good to see you, Yogi. Oh yeah. Nice tyre marks there from my last effort. I'm gonna take a slow lap. I need to. So long since I've raced this in iRacing, I actually need to kind of calibrate a little bit. I'm worried this setup's going to have a very nervous tendency to slide at high speed. If so, then this is my chance to try and fix that in the setup. Make it right for me. Because I feel like there's a pitching point here where if I over-rotate, I feel like the atmosphere of the night drive is going to be the weekly then. Because Mazda's here will probably be the opposite, like a daytime rate. That will give it some contrast. Still got runoff on the left, that's long though. Project is looking pretty amazing, dudes. Congrats on that. Oh, wow, okay. Gliding through Eau Rouge, this is going to be interesting. I think there's a safe setup as well, so now's my chance to like decide where I fit. Racing. Because tomorrow night we have Brands Hatch in the Unity League. You know what I mean? Week after will be Spa. So. Beyond iRacing official events, got good content. I may go and race Brands one more time. It's been an absolute beast to try and just get a clean race there for me. I'm not desperate to do it. Willing to go once more. Have an undramatic start to a race. I don't know if Brands is the best place to expect that. Back to work today. Yeah, I saw you post the roofing thing in Kelby chat, yeah. Hey, it's a learning experience. this, 2 or 3 more laps till I'm willing to go full rate in the car. And I can't blame cold tires and everything else. It's literally me and the setup that aren't driving well together. Right now I'm doing like pedestrian pace. I need to change my iRacing brightness and gamma and stuff because I'm seeing like really dark shadows. Yeah, it seems a bit off at night. I feel like you have to have a different setting. Like contrast. Having to have a good week at Spa and just enjoy it again. The hardest thing about this week will be everybody going full esports mode because they've got a 24-hour race to prepare for. These races come there like an experiment. The weekend ahead. Very nervous. Wow. Commentate with the aggressives there from this setup shot. Kind of being willing to contain how it's behaving, drive it well, or knowing I've got to change how the set is done, that I can rotate it. I feel like I think I'm using too much steering. Better. I feel like I could spin there at any moment. At the same time, the car doesn't, slow speed, the car doesn't like whip around. Wow, I'm actually turning in really early there. The car's very well set up for that second. I'm expecting loads of unders to be on. Just here. It's like a constant feeling that the rear is just trying to overtake me. There, and that's supposed to be a foot down of the track. So there's that corner and then this, I forget what it's called, but the high speed left pink. Okay. Little race, I can imagine how quickly that becomes thin. That's exactly what I'm waiting for the car to do. Okay, so before I calm it down, I think I'm gonna have to do a while. See if there's a replay available yet. I want to watch how this car's being driven. The slowdown penalty was definite. You know how I feel about slowdown penalties. 100% needed. 100% justified. Right. But yes, sub 20s, 17s for the quick. Probably less. Right. Let's grab the replays. I think it would benefit. I don't always watch a reference lap instantly because I like to feel out where I'm driving first so I can compare better. In this case, now obviously these are test conditions. 20 degrees back. Quit that now. So now in theory I should have a reference replay ready to, which is useful because I can see the inputs. There it is. SO1. That one. Yes, I fully respect those. To be blunt, if I didn't enjoy the driving experience of iRacing, I wouldn't be doing it either. But I do like the feeling of driving it. I still think my favorite might be Le Mans Ultimate, but that has some serious compute power problems. Really enjoy it. Like most people enjoying Sim, whether it's Le Mans or iRacing, they'll want to go bottoms the FPS, like as the worst case. For me, if I'm running at a comfortable 60, it's like wow, things. Till I'm and hopefully in 3 days I'll get a chance to trade my stuff. Plan. Then I can put the problem back onto skill issues. Yeah, I mean, principle's a principle. Yeah. I also decided this was currently the best place I can work on my own driving, regardless of sim. I can race any time of day I want to race. Minute. This shading looks horrible, man. Why is my car a shadow? Is that actually how it should look? That's just a no lighting render because of the backside. Doesn't look right. The other in for me in iRacing is some of the content I've had to buy for a video project, and usually when that's the case, the person commissioning the video will cover that because it's for their benefit. So that doesn't cover monthly. You know, the fact that you pay monthly. That helped me come back to iRacing. This just doesn't look right. It looks like there's like zero light touching the car. Eh? What I mean about the graphic settings. Which way does gamma go? That way. Oh no, that's gonna help. So look, there's the contrast. That's all it has. It might be I have to turn my filter effect. Filter does make it darker. That drastic. It's still a blank render. Maybe that's graphic settings. Unfortunately, it doesn't remember my setting. I have to go. I think that's one up there. Turn off the unnecessary stuff. Test that on track. Right, quit. Have a look at this lap. Oh wait, did I? I'm a melon, aren't I? That was. I thought that was my lap. Right, load. Low brain. I think I get as many, if not more, people hanging out in the stream when I run Le Mans Ultimate. Well, at least at first. I don't know if that was down to new game hype. I don't know how it sits right now. I think when that becomes a 2024, and let's say this week goes to plan and I actually upgrade, I think then I can really think about that as a regular part of the stream in balance. I don't think I love relying on one sim entirely. Like doing a whole week in iRacing tends to get a little bit I find by about the weekend not really looking to do much more with the week, especially when everyone's practiced. Races get probably sweaty. I just got a bad replay. Bye. Anyway, let's watch it for the reason I actually want to watch it. Inputs. You can go flat. This in theory is exactly the same car I was just driving. You brake right on the curb. There's a marker there. How much braking can a Porsche take at high speed? Still only like 80%. Inputs are down here. Got lots of trailing. Already on the power there. Fourth gear there, that's good. I don't know how it felt. Braking all the way down there. Right on the power. Oh, he's getting on the power so early. What does he do here? Full power. No slide. That's what I've got to get the car to do to make it work. I don't want to pick safe sound. I could pick safe, but you might find I'm very slow on the straights, for example. I think how that's been set up. Oh, lifted the curb. See, the line there is totally different because you can't do that on the modern track now. So this is gonna be hard to get used to. Race it on LMU or anything else, can't really run that. Maybe just counter a slide at max. Doesn't look like the rear stepping out. Interested how he's. Okay. That helps me know that, oh, in the replay it's using a deep black, almost like non-painted car. That's why it looks terrible at night, because no graphics there. Thought it was a rendering thing. It looked like the car literally wasn't rendered. Right. Try again. Yeah, according to this, it's going to be at 11:15 p.m. without chance of rain. Does anyone know if the future test drives from the schedule are pretty accurate or whether it's this? I'm going to be slightly disappointed if tomorrow it's like, yay, it's midday at Spa. Kind of up for this night time. Yeah, Advanced Mazda are also here from tomorrow. Got a weird feeling the Mazda races will be better, to be honest. Track like this, though, I don't know if I've ever really given the Mazda a shot at Spa. It would be very much a draft track. You're gonna want to be picking cars at your face. Yeah, I dare say I'm actually looking forward to the Advanced Mazda refield. Also, I need a series like that because it tends to work out better for me getting some safety rating and driver rating back. GT3 is like the opposite. I do it because I enjoy it, but I know the sacrifice is getting crashed every other race. So, setup is there. Let's try it again. To check my feedback is great. Like I'm already on high beam. I don't think there's any more light I can fire at the track. The way I see it is I'd rather teach myself to drive to this setup if I can. Of the week when I get good at that corner. Okay. Something I watched on the reference lap was he seemed to like lightly saw the wheel at high speed, not dramatically, but just a little bit. Like just little like pushes of input rather than like one curve like that where you just hold the steering longer. This could be a bit of an education for me about how the handling system works, especially with progressive. I am on still like tires. This lap might not be the one. but maybe this is a driving technique I just need to learn. Turn it into a habit. Chill the music. I'm a bit early today because I didn't have any work-related plans for the afternoon. I'm also doing it to see how we are for when people can watch the stream, because okay. Good. Well. Impressive. I'd either like to be consistently on late afternoon, evening my time, or be on evening into midnight. Yeah, on Saturday I was on the earlier slot. Just managed to like catch up with loads of people, so I'm curious whether it's like day dependent. Nice. My plan is for a little while just to try and remember how to drive this. Yeah. I think I might tweak this. And then if I get good, then I'll take it all back out if I can still handle it. Right. A couple of things I can do. Couple of things I can do. Start with. Help myself out. And then if I start getting to the limit of that, you guys can't see the numbers. Hold I overlay. Wake up. Okay. I can say what I'm doing. So we have wing amount seems okay. How high is the rear compared to the front? That's break. So we're minimal. Go test this. Looking to reduce the brake a little bit. Add a good portion of rear toe. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna lower the rear. Much. Actually can't lower it too much, so maybe I just have to raise the front a touch. know it's dumb when I can't show you guys the numbers, but I set up. Call it comp, then it's like a compromise setup. I just want to see if doing that takes the sting out of what the car's doing, or whether I have to go safe. I have a look at the safe set. The wing has 3 more degrees of wing, a lot more wing, but it will mean it in the high-speed sections of the track you would just be getting well and truly hassled. Okay. Maybe to balance out what I'm doing, I increase the wing a small amount towards the safe, but not as much. Thing is, the aggressive sets are generally the most fun to drive. They make the car feel very alive and responsive, and you get too safe, it tends to not want to turn. Be more stable, rotate. That can be super frustrating if you start to get in a rhythm and you can't get the car to follow. This is a glorified test day, to be honest, guys. I may go racing still if you are watching me shouting at other drivers, but short term, I just want to see if the kinds of changes work for me, whether they sense. Can't be sure yet because I've not really hit the right parts of the track, but there is a difference. I don't think it's just placebo effect. Like, I'm obviously taking it easy because the whole tire lap is just such a stupid time to bin it anyway. In theory, to get the tiniest amount more understeer, so I might sacrifice apex speed. I should find that the back of the car's not by willingly step into the slide full power, which is my pet hate. Not sure there. Not sure if it's solved much there. The aim is, can this setup keep me going until I can drive the car in a way that it no longer feels like it's going to happen? So, anyone tune into all the sporting events of yesterday? Because it was a really good weekend for watching. Quite a lot of stuff. We had Wimbledon final. That was actually cool. Okay, it doesn't feel quite as nervous there, right? I can probably start trying to hit that flat. We had wet WEC race go to Sao Paulo for the first time in a while. That was a good watch. And we had the small matter of Spain teaching England how to play football. Yes. Pretty hard game, to be honest. I'm only really a football viewer when it's international. Not really. I don't really watch domestic. My favourite tweet from the result of that game. Just trying to tease out the slide and see if it's less there. I think we're getting there. One tweeting basically saying, "Thank you, Spain, because the next 2 years would have been unbearable if you hadn't won." That was like something I was like joking beforehand. Our die-hard fans are going to be intolerable if we win. I decided to side of the coin. I think there's a few. Yeah. Oh, it's less. It's less. It's still very unnerving, though. Yeah, extra wing, maybe? Because this doesn't want to be a nervous corner. I mean, it's possible I was trying to turn too late in the corner, so I need to be like squaring up a lot earlier. Slide happened very late. Just don't want to kill the car with so much wing that it's no fun anymore. Okay, one extra click of wing. And then what I can always do is go back to full aggressive once I'm actually capable. Like, this is how incapable I am of holding the car down. This is mainly a skill challenge. Skill issue moment. I guess that's the whole point. Much rather find this out in my own time than really not. My aim is to have fun driving this combo while we have it. Really want to be fighting it. Plus side of some extra wing is at least the midsection of the track will go in your favor. Like you're not giving up time. It's not like Daytona where there's barely enough corners to make it worth it. Found out like that. Yeah, you should be absolutely flying through all of this, knowing that the straights are going to be the downfall. Bit more balance. I still say you ideally don't want to run too much wing. Have a happy car with low wing. See what's happened to me already. I remember if this was flat reference. Okay, so I was like slightly under rotating it there to see how it felt. You saw me run wide. I'd say instinctively now the car feels like I could maybe start to set some laps. I'd like to be a sub 20 driver, and I feel like I'm getting comfortable. Wasn't far off. Definitely took a massive chunk over the hill though. That's probably slow down territory in both. I can sort of tell I'm not quite up to speed at the straight because it feels like I'm braking it. The Wimbledon final yesterday in tennis, I'm not a tennis watcher either, like it takes a big occasion for me to like tune back into the sport. I remember thinking like how watchable that was, because there was a time where I felt like tennis was getting like a power game and everyone was just going for the ace serve power game or the like ace volley job done. I don't know. There was a time I remember watching and I lost interest. I just don't see enough rallying. There's like variety on display, but this final was actually pretty good. I'm not even, I don't know loads about tennis. I just know what I enjoy watching. And there was some really cool rallies. We survived. I think this is my starter setup, and then if I'm doing laps and I start to feel like the car isn't very compliant, I guess that's how you put it. That's when we start working back towards the scary zone. It probably means I should qualify on a safe setup though, based on having one. It's actually quite fun through there now. Try and get a delta down. I think we definitely still be a little off the pace. And then to trail into that. Still getting there early. I think that corner is so different per sim. And you have to turn in very early there usually. I think on this cam, a bit less of the camber effect. Just very slightly flatter, maybe. Giving a lot of time in this table. Remember the briefest lift there. Briefest lift. Something else I've learned since looking at other drivers' data and times is I tend to lift earlier than they do. Get on the power earlier, whereas they tend to lift a lot closer to the apex. Like there. I'm not going to get to that stage yet because I don't feel like I've set a lap time with my system. Sure about second. It's good for no real spin, but it's also a bit messy to try and shift.
Slow down. You got a penalty. We're cutting the course.
I basically devoured that first curb. Right. How long does it take to burn off that slope now? And my delta is now 3 seconds. So a 2 second slowdown puts me 3 seconds off my pace. Interesting math. But it's assuming I gained an entire second making that slight mistake through overage rally on. Don't know how the maths are done on those slowdowns. See why they're infuriating. Absolutely not worth getting one. I mean, it took me more than half a lap to shake one off at Brands Hatch without, just stopping in the road and killing the field. Whoa, nope. man, if we had enough of us in the stream and community, I would set up a race for us on here. Nice to do that in the future. Like, do a bit of warming up and then just get on lobbies. Swap private areas. Quite a nice setup for 3 because you won't have a practice race. Just focusing on first for now. Find out. Okay, so I managed to get a very, very slight slide going on there, but not one that lost me confidence. Got identical delta, but I have more speed there. How is that X? I didn't do anything. I must have gone way over that curve. I'm still not used to the fact that you can actually run wide there. Oh, it's like a dance all the way around that corner. As long as you don't over-rotate, stay with you. And what a room to run out there as well. Do you know if iRacing plans to run a new scanner business? Ever come up? I'm sure it's one of the most talked about requested. Hey Gareth from YouTube, how are you? How's your day going? Hopefully YouTube's not too delayed. Me seeing chat and stuff. Currently doing a little bit of can I drive bar before it kicks off tomorrow in iRacing. Right, technically tonight at midnight. I didn't think about that tonight. Like through my time. Air in this room already started cooking. Okay, so as long as lapping me on, I need to look at that. This lap 6, okay. I need to look at that line and see how close it is. I'm too slow into that. I'm annoyed I dropped the last lap because that would have been a good. And it counted that it was max. The reference. Okay, I think next lap we can push. I think it's time. Yeah, I think I found the right point in the setup where I can hear the tires. I know the car wants to step out, but as long as I don't do something stupid, sort of stay within the grip limit. There we go, late lift, like that. That was faster. Okay, I think that was my first full flat through. We just gained half a second in that lap. It wasn't my best lap, but if I can put one together, I think we start to get a better lap time. If I can get flat through here. There's a chance I have to faintly lift. I'm not running fully aggressive set, but... Oh no, there's actually too much rotation that time. That corner's crazy. I think we're going to see a few bins there. Massive bins. I just got to learn to roll into that fast. Faster than I did. Okay, this should be my best lap if I can do it. Alright. Well, it's an X, but a better lap time. Okay, that's working. Oh, I never made it. I never made the apex. You go again. I'm still giving up so much time and a lot out there. Okay, there's the scare. I think I should be aiming for sub 27 before I find consistent. That logic doesn't make sense. I think that, like me actually pulling my act together would just sit low to it. I start looking. Get away with that as long as you orient the car a bit when I go into the curb. Better. Get 8 fixed early then. We got loads of time there. Like I was floating forever. Almost flat through there. Especially with higher down. Oof. Well, I don't want that to be the norm, but at least found a way out of that one. Terrifying. Right, this should be where I'm talking about.
New start, flat for you. 5 laps of fuel.
Right. There's a balance there between getting on the power early and picking oversteer because I'm still burning. Okay. I felt closer to my apex speed without checking. Well, there's the limit. That all happened because I missed my turn-in. So, in a not trying to hot lap situation, I'd have to be getting out of the power pretty fast there, but smoothly enough that I don't spin. Some reason there, instead of continuing the corner, I'm going in a straight line to the exit. And actually, the first part of the corner, the car's fine, and I'm literally driving off track. And then you turn the wheel more, and you're done. I'll look at the track limits a minute. I'm hot. I need to get this fan on. Barely done anything and I'm still hot. Horrible. Right. Do you know what I wish iRacing could do is when you skip a lap, it skips the point of the lap you're on. Wouldn't that be useful? So you pick the corner and then you go lap 7, lap 8, lap 9, and it stay at that spot. So I've kept 2 wheels on tarmac. I'm assuming the moment your wheels reach that white line. Here's the rules. Edge of the red and white curving. Okay, so on the line is the limit. That's the corner we're talking about, that apex. Same on the outside. So you keep your... I don't know. I mean, I can go half a car further inside and I'd still be legit. So if these were my right side tires, I'd still be within. I wonder how that reads on there. That looks like I've still got quite a lot. I don't know if the car like able doing that. Like I say, it's been so long since I've done the car. There you go. I'm pretty sure this was valid. I don't remember how to check. 220.6. I think this was a valid lap. Yeah, I think I need to use that because that's gonna make sure you get through the lap. And I can avoid this curb a little bit. If you touch it, it's like a little push to the side at best. Best case. Up to this. Save this setup. Like a compromise setup, so I've taken a very aggressive one. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm now going to load the original setup, which will kill me. Let me just turn this fan on. And we have some air in the building. Where everyone is today, maybe they just don't like watching testing. Noted. What time? Okay, the next Brands race just went. I want to do a GT3 race. There'll be one in shy of an hour. That is a 40-minute beast. Instant difference in what I just did to the car and how it was in the first place is it likes to turn again. It almost like twice as nimble. I work much less hard to get the car doing what I want it to do. I get to the high speed stuff. Oh. And it wants to take over. Then this corner, I'm up to speed, and this will probably feel way more intuitive. Pick your battles, I guess. I'm also going to see how this compares in a straight line. Like how much do you lose by compromising? And I know roughly that I'm at 20-ish, knowing I can improve, but which time am I giving up on that? Right, I don't know if I've got the confidence in the car for it. Whoa, okay. Instant difference. What's scary is this setup should be 3 seconds faster than it is in my hands. That's a lot of time. I'm gonna hold myself to a pro standard for driving by their pros. This is the issue. I don't think I can drive this. I just don't. I don't get the sensation it's about to happen. I'm a bit oblivious. This just makes me glad I've already made an alternate version of it. I can only assume the good drivers know this is happening and are already like balancing the car to stop that happening because they know what they're doing. There I chopped the wheel a bit and it instead, and I got a lot less of that sort of continuous rotation. Why I'm saying maybe driving technique is a big part. It's going exactly sideways instead of spinning around more. It's a very, I guess the idea is it's a predictable amount of oversteer rather than a snap, right? But then the art of the setup is to sort of dance on that grip with it. Right here again. Nope, I literally don't dare turn any more than that. So with this set, it's like I have to turn a lot earlier. And a lot less, like... basically all round your foot has to be light, like feather light. Man, you want to get rid of that slow down before here because it just adds more and it adds more and it adds more. Horrible scene. In every apex you go through on a slowdown, you seem to risk popping it up, basically. The sim decides you're not giving up time. Same again. Consciously almost like tapping the steering in. And hopefully, because of the camera I've got, yeah, with this, you can actually see me do it. Because I know in the car it's not. If this teaches me to steer in a way that I can get faster, then I'll take it. I'm not going to blame a setup before I fix my own technique. I'll have to find out if I can handle it. Close, but I was still... I had to run wide if I didn't want to spin. It must be so much fun if you know the car handles like this, and then you're just like a drifter with, like, kind of playing with that grip. Your advantage. This time I'm going to slow down a bit through Eau Rouge until I can figure out with this. I've got a mid-corner slide, but through. Right, now I get to see... It's not really making... the sacrifice I have to make to get through it, not making any difference to my lap time. Maybe gunning for low wing at this track. No, maybe that won't pay off. Makes sense. I do think the butchered setup I made, I can probably make it turn in a little better now. Gone slightly too far in the steer based on how fun this is to me. I don't trust it. Don't trust it. It's like a level of micro input. I just can't perceive it. Get the close. I have to turn this camera down because it's hideously loud. Tiny wobble. I mean, to be fair, the bigger problem there was actually smashing over that curb whilst out of control, so I had no chance. So, whoops. I'm gonna load my butchered version. Compromise one. But I'm gonna lower the front touch. This will make the car more nervous, but it will make the car more awake. Because until I'm within a couple of seconds of a target lap, I usually get to fancier setup. No point in making the car so nervous that I can't finish a race. I can feel it already. That's not bad. Right. Later in that one. The difference is I can just point at an apex. Without overthinking it. These kind of corners where you feel like the car gives up all the time again. I can get this to work. I think we're in a better place, and then I can try taking a tiny bit of wing off of it. Yeah, I think I'll do 15-20 minutes of this, then we'll go to Brands for a race and see where we're at. Yeah, I just glided through there and I gained time. A good sign. Once that feels like I've just done a 0 lap, like, so what, yeah, once I've got some consistency, then I can start to work on better lap time. Oh, it's Man Mike. What's going on, dude? Oh, Lucid, that's very generous. I can be the knight of bad luck in racing. A knight of bad luck. How about that? It's knighted, isn't it? Don't mix it. I'm doing alright though. How are you? Yeah. Welcome to me versus Spa versus Porsche, where I think the more I drive Spa, the more I realize I find it really difficult. I think I enjoy the challenge. How's things for you, dude? Those who don't know in chat, Mad Mike's been here since the Gran Turismo early days. GT Sport. Dare say probably within the first 50 to 100. Well, that. Need like an OG badge, don't you? I'm still quicker as well, and I don't even feel like I'm putting it together, so I think we just found an unlock my own personal survival. Right. OG. What's going on for you? Everything alright? You're still over Canada way, I assume. I'm not mixing up nations. We had Yogi in earlier. He's been building projects out there lately for himself. Okay, here we go. Starting to see lap times and me not panicking about oversteer. Hey, who's the one thrower? There he is. I missed the shot though. I don't know whether you got it. I'd say we've got good Canadian representation in nice. Unless I've just butchered Mike's location and confusing being over in the States. I don't know. I spoke to someone next door who works in like the nearby shop. I often bump into them outside the flat. They're about to plan a move to New Zealand. And I was like, such a great choice. And even they said it was basically that or Canada, and I was like, I get it. It's just me on track at the minute. There's not much to shout at or shout about. Oh, but this is why, because I just nearly shook my rig apart trying to save that. I'm going to stubbornly try and get a sub 20 so that I know I've got a good target for next time I sit down and try and get a bit quicker. If you guys want to see it, I can show you how my lap compares to a pro. Sometimes I do that and then leave it alone so I can like process it in my head. And the next time I come and drive, it might have like clicked. Come on. Yeah, if anyone's here that would rather see a bit of racing, I'll probably go to Brands in half an hour. Well, the race will be in half an hour. I'll go there sooner. Oh, thank you for saying that. I noticed in a VOD that iRacing is coming through quite loud for you guys. I can fix that. I'm just really glad you said it because I completely took that off my mind after I thought about it. I prefer to do it live so I can check. I've just dialed it down. I agree. I noticed that it was okay, but then when the racing got pretty loud. Nah, thanks guys. People will literally come and go from the stream if I have my audio. It's literally the most important feedback for me, even over visual. My mic can't go much higher without like peaking or whatever, so it's definitely... Right, I've dialed it down too. Need to go a bit lower? Let's get to a high speed bit for you, because... Way better? Oh my god, thank you guys. I would have forgotten that for another day or two. Thank you. Well, I started the day with an OBS update that bottlenecked my computer to the point that I couldn't go on track in iRacing, and I've never had that in my life. I was moving at like 3 miles per hour instead of 100. Awful. I'm hoping, fingers crossed and all that, on Thursday, Friday, I'm waiting to be able to go and pick up a PC that will set me up way better for streaming. By no means like top of the line, but it outclasses this one. I'm just praying that A, they don't decide not to sell it, and B, they don't take forever to come back to me if when I do say I want to go pick it up. I bet I can guess. I bet you I can guess. Okay, let's play a guessing game. I want to make this funny, but I feel like I can't be witty enough. I'm going to try. Maybe I can't do it while I'm actually trying. I think I can get it. I don't know if I can. What is this? This is a nice person. So it doesn't quite feel right to go in on them. Okay, here's one. Have they previously streamed, and did they have a knack of missing chat from time to time? Is that fair? Is that unfair? Doesn't tell me if I'm right or wrong though, surely. Second guess is, have there? Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, it's a bit unfair in the sense that even I do. I could probably be guilty of that when I'm in the middle of, you know, in the thick of stuff. Okay, second one. If I had to guess their favorite fruit, would I be justified in assuming they quite like oranges? I'm trying to be so backwards about this. Because this might not be true. But, by the way, if it is this person, I am not talking down any form of their streaming ability. They're a very enjoyable character. You know how it is. There's only so many people you know enough to be able to go in on them. Oh yeah. You upset someone. I learned only this week that I don't think Free the Lion's here at the minute, but I think Free the Lion is one of the people I can really go in on, and he'll go in on me. And neither of us comes out like feeling worse for it. I got that impression. Yeah, fruit-based colour. Wow, I think that's really good news for them. That's awesome. With the right reasons, I would contentedly live outside of the UK. My reasons to do that would be search for somewhere slightly less overpopulated or feeling of quite like being somewhere where you do feel like you're in a certain amount of your own space. You know, plenty to go around kind of feeling. Good example, even if you think of like urban environment, you compare like Berlin, might not be the case now, but it used to. It like had similar, I can't remember if it was a similar population or similar size to London, but the space per person stat was ridiculous in comparison. Like, I know it's all like stats, it's not like literally. Same as way going to, like, I've been to Oslo and Copenhagen, so I'm just thinking more like capital, mainstay city. They are not small cities by any means, but you sense that everyone's just got a little bit of space. And this building might shut me down a little bit there with that. I mean, as places I've been able to cycle, walk, and I drove in Norway, not in Denmark. Mostly cycled. Right, now we're just trying to imprint the car and the circuit to my subconscious for a bit. So I can just blab away to you guys. Does the audio still need to come down a touch, having changed it, by the way, or I think we're getting closer? If you're still experiencing the engine being a bit full on, I can adjust that easy. Literally do it while we're lapping. About the right volume for me, because I don't have to hear myself. How many of you have heard yourself played back and are shocked by how you sound compared to how your voice comes through to your own ears? Horrible feeling, isn't it? Not expecting it. Got a feeling next time I run this, I should take a tiny bit more wing off. Find out if that's breaking. Hey, wavy. Did you just hit the old right-hand side where I used to be? That's pretty unfortunate. Quick vote in chat, whichever platform you're on. Did the engine go down just a little bit? And I'm at high speed, is it screaming? Getting some good chat feedback today, which is helping me fix things I forget about. Okay, we're gonna try a bit lower till everyone's like, that's it. Right, it's gone down 2. Yeah, I think unanimously everybody's reminding me the engine's loud. I just don't think I get that. Right, it's gone down 2. It can go lower. I have no problem going lower, lower, lower. I'm not stubborn about this. Like, it's your guys' ears, not mine. I can turn it down for myself. I've got it at about a level where I'm not, hopefully not yelling, but I'm like immersed enough to like drive the car when they drive the car. If some streamers have it super loud in their ears, I think they might. I have it a bit quiet. What's the vote? Do we think this is like a Bruce Forsyth game show, if you know? Higher or lower? Best time to tell? Just gonna forget about that corner. It's these parts of the track where I'm screaming at the engine. It's currently at -7. The other thing I can do is put a sound filter on it to compress it. I don't think that's necessary. With this PC, the less elements, the better. Good on your ends. Yes. Here we go. Screaming engine. Tell me what you think. And I'll talk over it because we're at like peak screaming. Could just be this engine frequency is worse than some. I've just had another idea. A little light bulb. Excellent. Then you'll have to tell me it's fine now. Nice. This is something I wanted to try myself. I don't know if I've got it on. There's an option. Oh no, I already have the helmet audio on, which does compress the... like it gives that slightly muffled sense of being in the car, which I think is a nice effect. Quite a good balance. Right. I think we know I've got work to do at this track, but what time is it? past. Perfect. Okay, good to know. When I'm rambling on. Yeah, I do ramble. I'm going to try talking less, not because of this comment. I'm going to try talking less at some time, just to see if people stay with less chat. Be a fun experiment. -8, done. Plus, I lean slightly away from this. Volume will drop. Yeah, exactly.
Go! Send it!
Thank you, dude.
Damn. Minamius Yogi sent it. Just shut up and drive. Problem solved.
I like the voice, but they butchered every usernames. They're getting replaced if they keep butchering usernames. Mine name is Honey Amos. Thanks, Yogi. Thank you for the prime. Woody Flippin' 6. Two months or 4 years? So here's a brief look at... I don't think this leaderboard is right for my class of car. I think I need to ignore the leaderboard. Look at the data. 220.1 is my purple. And I think the reference laps are in. Sprint. The only thing is, I don't know if they're working yet. Yes, they are. This has just updated, so I got it a month or so ago. I decided I was going to gift myself it as a hope that it would pay me back with some better, better experience on track. Hopefully have fun with it. But this has just come in as of about a week. And I love it because before this, I had to go into Motec, separate app. I had to record my lap specifically in iRacing, whereas Delta is just doing it for me. Like, it's already got my lap in there. And literally as of this week, so a few days ago even, I couldn't use it. Like, they've started updating the pro lap. And for me, this is like... Well, we're going to have a look now. So top right, it's a bit small. Kind of need to tell them, I wish I could pull this out and make the track map bigger, because anyway, tiny top corner is like sector of track. According to this, I'm actually braking exactly where I need to. So that was just after the 100. I just not quite braking as much. And by the exit of the hairpin, I've lost 2 temps. That's them looking at the green. That's them getting on the power early. Let me zoom it in, because take that first kind of part of the track. Didn't quite slow it down as much. on the brakes, but also, weirdly, I must be lower on the straight basically because still not going in quite quick enough. Yeah, there's 2/10 there. Oh, already lost 2. When you go racing down to here, and on this lap I did get flat out. I only lost a small amount of time. Most of that is my steering, so a little hard to tell just from. Basically, they kept the car straighter second part of the add-on. I'm like just chopping the wheel around, so I'm scrubbing. At this point, I'm not madly concerned. I think you're going to find the second part of the track is where I start eat all the time. So right hander at the brake. I do spike the brake. That's not terrible. But I do slow down a lot. The yellow line on here is like speed is 20 k's faster at the apex. You're like, well, what? I mean, like, literally crawling an apex. I've gone from half a second down to nearly 9/10. Pretty much was that plus steering input here. So here you can get the best exit in the world here, but uphill right left, where you're gonna scrub it all off if you. So having gone too slow in the first one, a bit late accelerating through the left. And it's a bit messy, and I'm late accelerating for the right. Here, I didn't lift the final right before you head down the hill. There's a full lift here. Later. That full lift probably gets the car point you need it. So, not losing a lot of time. So I can look into this, but it's not worth much time. Whereas this corner is. This corner's drastic. Let's go back out. Then we go down the hill. What I tried to do from this is pick either a sector or a couple of corners, depending how the lap looks. Let's go down the hill through the pith path. That right hander up there. Showed lifts at different moments. Do you mean between like them and me? Because yeah, it's something like I was saying earlier. I learned that I sometimes lift in the wrong place, even if I know I need to lift. I'm a second down at this. 1 second in one sector. Quite a lot. Trend seems to be that I brake very slightly too hard and then get it closer to right. Mine are like braking. I also dragged the throttle. Throttle didn't come off as my brake, so I know that's a bad habit. Again, I'm just slow. So I might be braking close to a good marker, but I'm over slowing and then slow through the whole corner by at least 10k. I think Apex, big one. I know this corner's bad. The reason I keep cutting it is look how much braking I do. This car is set up to stab the brakes. I might probably have to brake a tiny bit more, made the car safe, but still, it shouldn't be that drastic. There's a big one right there. worth masses of time, but it's like by the time you get to the end of here, it is a lot of time. Gone from over a second behind. Like, so I'm losing half a second in 1 set. Happening. Loads more confidence on the throttle here. That's not a surprise. I am having to work the car harder with up, so I think I'm always going to be a little bit later on the power. It seems like I come off the brakes a little too much. Real-time loss always shows at the end of the section. It shows how important, like, when they say like exit corners, easy to think about that in real time, but when the actual benefit is a long way down the road, like the cumulative speed. I'm interested here. I feel like I'm gonna give up a week time here. Look at braking here. I come on at a roughly. I'm off a little bit too much. Soon. And then I'm like dabbing. Look at me like dabbing the brake, going, oh, oh, oh. Like panic. Whereas they. Again, I've dragged these slow entry. Well, not slow entry, but like gradual entry. Seems like I'm running the throttle and wasting brakes. Oops. I don't want to drag. Take it on the power sooner. So they've straightened the car up nearly. I'm still steering. I'm still like holding some brakes there. And again, I'm steering a lot, and I'm on the power lane. Now we're 2 seconds down. This corner, I've got a good brake marker. I'm slowing down. 30% more braking, 10k less. At apex, several k down. Gonna be a theme. It's my driving in a nutshell. For sure. Overdoing a corner. Kind of punishes you for a lot more than slightly forgivable amount of safety on. Bit of broken. Try that again. This little map is so useful because I can use it to like pick my point. That's what I want. That's weird. Okay, let's grab some more of it. I think it's just me. Right. Go from here. I need that corner that comes out on back straight. There we go. Stupid. Right. So slowing down too much for the first, right? Look at the lift times. I was literally describing this as I drive. I'm off on, and where I'm back on the power, he's starting to lift. 0.3. 4, 2.5, 6. This is entirely full throttle. There's no other like it actually looks like I'm close now to getting this high speed. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the name of this. Okay. low battery set day. Drive without that being too annoying. Right. So it's more minimal down here. I'm losing less time here than I thought. So that's probably not my priority. This, I just need to try and be consistent. I've chosen a good brake marker for the bus stop. So this 220.1 lap, I need to go watch it again. And go see where my markers are. What happens here? Taking more speed off. I'm not losing masses. Alright, what happens here? I think I just start to get near the apex and I'm overslowing. Oh, is my line good? Seems like I'm turning 4. Which means I'm probably taking the right part of the chicane and overly leaning right. Means I have to then lean left harder. That's why I'm steering more again, because I'm not driving too fast. I'm slow. So think about it. If I'm too slow by a small amount, marginal, but it's significant for like lap time, and I'm over rotating, that kind of adds up to like, well, you're basically creating a racing line that's way too, almost like too much of an S instead of like almost like a Z shape. Where you spend more time in a straight line between the curves. I don't know if that's a good analogy. I don't know how it helps me think. So that's not discouraging, but what it tells me is by halfway through the lap, 1.5 seconds out of kilter. That's before we go down the hill. And by the end of the lap, that's just over 3 seconds. I'm losing time in terms of like parts of the lap. I'm losing equal amounts, but this right left is nearly one of those 1.5 seconds. So if I was to go out and improve now, if I could improve that right left section and probably everything that follows the straight here up until the speaker, used to be called Speaker's Corner. Rough theory, that would get me nearly 2 seconds. Thank you, Mad Mike. Cheers, mate. Sorry, I know it's a load of graphs. Probably like mentally. Bit wild for streaming, but this is how I learn. It is nicely laid out, though. I do like it. I don't have any kind of link to Coach Dave into anything. It's just fun with. Yeah. Okay, 10 minutes. You go to brands. I think it is interesting. I think it only gets interesting when you know how to apply it to something for me. So reading it is semi-interesting. Then it becomes like knowledge is power, because it's like now I can go back on track and know exactly which corners to focus on first instead of being intimidated by 3 seconds in a lap, which is so vague. You'll probably try and find a second in your lap. Yeah, it's decision time though. Do we want to see a race at brands? I'll mix it up a little bit. Take a like, you know, a mental pause on Spark. Because I guarantee you I could go out now and I wouldn't immediately find that time and technique. I'm not going to click instantly. Save that. In case I want to watch my fastest lap. And then almost like understand what that information looks like. The track. One thing I can't do is just watch a reference lap and learn. I can pick up good habits from that, but I need to see that visualization to really get my head around the really happening in the car. I think if I could half the deficit, if I could take a second to a second and a half off that time, that would do me well for wanting to enter. Okay. Moving on. Even shows the ride height and rake changes correctly in real life if you set up the in-game height and suspension values. Really? Quite good for like, you want to diagnose what's going on. But I think I had to get myself to that lap before I could look at data. Because it was probably reflecting my habits when I'm paying attention. Definitely get slower when I'm... Right. Brands race. Hang on today. A good target for this race would be set solid quali. And then see if we can run the race. Position we get. Have a good battle. Don't worry about making 10 plays. Brands hatch. Where do you want to share it? Yeah, feel well. It's gonna... I'm probably gonna go, ugh. Yeah, I like info, but I like info cleaned up. I guess that's why the Delta... could add a lot more. I like a really cleaned. Right. Do you need permission to share a link? That help. Can't remember if you're in Discord. Probably better to have a link. So a link. Oh, omit. Twitch. End's gone. Oh, wait. If you're talking whispers. Yet shown. Been some tactical refreshing. Twitch whispers broken. Yeah. We'll give it 5. It might just be that it comes through in its own convenience, you know. Right. Think I need to resave my spa setup. I won't worry. If you've got the link ready. didn't mean to. Don't do it yet. I hate this tool. I wish there was like a right click tool. Well, whoever Mr. Bree is, from Mr. Bree out there, you've got a minute to post whatever you want. I gave you permission. I think I got that right. I don't like that it's a typo. I just want to right click on your name. Like permit. Thank you. I will look at it. What time is it? Look at it when the session loads in. That gives me time to do a sanity check on this setup. Well, I lost my A license thanks to Brands Hatch. Just one race where I couldn't avoid other people, and then one race where I couldn't avoid track limits and slowdowns. This feels so different. Different beast here. Much less of that it's going to kill me setup, and much more like kind of predictable. I don't know if I've got the quality setup loaded. When the session loads in, I might reduce my graph. Well, actually, I might do it now. My stream tends to crap itself at the start of these races, so I'm going to turn some settings down. It's sad because I like lovely visuals. I love this set though. This one really like. Don't get reckless. What's this? I think this car just sits so well here. Yeah, my ideal scenario now is to be able to just put a race in. Not have a world of drama, but when's that ever been the case? Yeah, I used the same telemetry tool at this track, and again I was like, wow, in 3 corners I'm 7/10 down off the reference. That just told me immediately that even improving 3 corners gave me some troubles. The bugbear is if you drive 2% off track at Brands Hatch, probably you're going to spin. Same deal for everyone. Okay, should be go time. This corner.
Just check the fastest lap of the session.
There it is. That felt. Home in. Alright, this is Mr. Belden's. Yeah, this is what I mean. I mean, this is actually pretty nicely laid out. That looks like dampers. There's the lap. Yeah, good old Motec. This is what I was using until last week. I was taking the Coach Dave info, but we had to run it through Motec. So the big difference now is not having to do that. That's really nicely set out though. Is that your own layout? I didn't actually mean to cross that off. I was trying to join my... I was thinking about joining the race. And Right, graphics down. Next step, graphics down, and see if I've got. There you go. This is a bit easier. There's the track. Travel. Cool though, innit? You can just be your own data engineer. You can sit at home on your PC.
What's up,
hey, Desrin,
Frankie?
I got you on the stream. There you go. You get a double follow credit. Look, thank you. I didn't mean. Thanks for the follow. How you going? A good day. Welcome to the channel. Motec is like a universal and I think free to run tool. That's the one that I was just looking at from my chat members image, Golden's data. I've heard there's a Garage 61. Maybe have a look at that. I've never seen that before, so I don't know what they offer. I'm running this one. Need to open it anyway because I need to just grab a setup. This is a paid one because it comes with setups and everything. But I don't think I can show you the data right now because I haven't got any data. Not running. But this will like live track throttle, speed, delta if you've got a comparison lap where you are on track. But like I say, like I'm not here to like say buy one or the other. I'm not sponsored or anything by anybody. I'm just that's the delta one is what I'm using. But Motec is a Motec takes more custom setting up, I would say. I'm a fan of plug and play stuff. Always win me. Right, objects. So I always thought that good graphic settings would be more demanding on the GPU. I struggle to find where the balance is because I don't want to push everything to like lower it. I never know how the logic best works for that. I'm just going to turn some stuff down. I hope that it will. Already into quality. I need to get going, don't I? I've got the setup saved. So yeah, at the moment I run Delta because I desperately wanted setups, and then when I saw that there was going to be data with it too, I was like, that kind of ticks it for me. But Delta's like a subscription. Some people don't want to pay for iRacing, then a subscription to something else. Like, not money wise. If I wanted to save money, I should definitely just quit iRacing and not get setups and all that. That would save me money, but it's what I enjoy doing. I'm actually learning, which is first time I've actually looked inwards at my driving, and if you take away the races where I have really bad luck, like at Brands I can't get a clean race, it's just how it is. I freaking iRacing out, because like even the Delta guys themselves were like, that's actually quite a big spike, like that's really good to see. I was like, well, this is because I've started looking at everything that I'm paying for. I'm actually learning how I'm driving and how I'm not driving though. My task at Brands, not so stressed about getting rapid lap times at this point in the week. Got a league race here tomorrow night, by the way. If you want to watch that, I'll try and stream it. Big lobby and it tends to make my PC die, so we'll see. But yeah, Desrin, like, ask away, obviously. Once I'm, like, in the heat of a race, might not be quite as cohesive. I might be blabbering nonsense. Good to have you here. I'm number 21. Which is great. That just means I if I want to, I can just try and settle in for a race. Try and have a good fight. Which sim do you drive in mostly, Desrin, if you have a particular one? Guys are clicking. This race has a pit stop too. Doesn't feel quick, but just want a lap on the board. Mostly iRacing? Okay, cool. Same at the moment. I used to be a big ACC driver, and I kind of lost the feel for it.
One more lap.
Absolutely loved it, but yeah, it definitely fell off. One lap time. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I know there's more push. Hey, Big Dave. See ya. You're in the same league, right? Right, I've got qualifying brains, and my thinking capacity is rubbish for a second. Wait, is Trev in this lobby as well? Oh, I see him. I didn't realize Trev was in that. Oh, I've given this lap up. I'm not bothered. I'm punching above my weight. I'll probably go down to about 20. At this point, I probably need to be at a point in the grid where I can just relax for a few laps, if I'm lucky. I think I could have been a mid 23 then. Not gonna worry about that so much. I thought I recognized you from before this. That makes a lot of sense. Because I saw you say in Discord, like, good to see you when I was in. I do remember you saying that. And I was like, I think we've raced before. So this is open setup, which reminds me to get off the quality. Thank you. Might have just saved my race. My brain. Not Spa, Brands. Let's just check that's got fuel in. I can't show this setup because it's part of a paid. When do we end up? How are you feeling about tomorrow, Big Dave? If you don't know, guys, Aspire Series are running basically a GT3 custom season that follows the calendar here. Every race I do on in the week, I can then go race it on the Tuesday after. And tomorrow the calendar changes to Spa, but we're going to do the league race still at Brands. And I'm actually thinking there's been quite a few good race battles in that series. This could be a really good round. I hope so. Honestly, that lap of mine would have only got me like 3 positions. Really not going to stress about that. Right now, we are 5-ish places ahead of ourselves. But Brand's race start can pretty much shuffle your race to the back. Right. I'm happy with the piece. He always tanks. Yeah, the only frustrations I've had even in the series are like it would be in any race, where if you're around cars that seem a little bit too keen to get it all done on lap one, and you're like, please, please. I'm gonna try everything on low. As a test for this race. Looks a little bit crap. I'll just have to deal with it. On Thursday, I am praying to get an upgrade to an upgraded PC, and I can start to run the graphics that I love without going down to like 40 frame PowerPoint. Let's see how if it bottles. Give it a lap and it should relax. This race start is not good for my system. Sadly, for the Aspire series, it's the same. As soon as you have a mass of cars on track, my system starts to pass out. I think you've got to expect that though, haven't you? Like, I would never hold it against the series for how the drivers behave, as long as, you know, courage. Hey, I think we're good to go. I wish I'd got a drink, but
One lap to green. Line up on
I have
the
to
right
savor it
side.
after this
The
race.
estimated SOF is 2,227.
Strong
Closed.
field.
Pit road is closed.
Me,
Let's
I'm
go
a
point your
2K. I just need to keep an eye on this fuel margin and change it when I can.
Still waiting on
Last
2 cars
race,
to grid.
I even on voice chat said I was going into the pits,
Waiting on the final car to grid.
and a car spun me as I was trying to enter the pit lane and put me in the little tyre wall by the pit lane. Most unbelievable things are happening at Brands Hatch. Oh, really? Thank you for it. I thought it was only the orange things, so thanks. That probably explains. Yeah.
Catch up, 8 cars.
I'm hoping today. I've had very little like drop frames and speed. Not running anything too intense. What's our position? Yeah, 15th. This is about where we want to finish. Sure of maybe a positive race.
Catch up, 7 cars.
But literally, I was thinking about this yesterday because races keep kind of going wrong here. Can't really help it. If I can just have a good battle. And be lucky enough to avoid some really stupid incident. Gonna wipe us, then it'd just be really nice to have a 40-minute race, you know, get some momentum, get some laps in. Don't be thinking about every position ahead being the, you know, be a bit less race driver mode without losing that competitive fun. Sometimes you can be so keen to hold the position you're in, you're like, I've done it before, like I've spun myself out knowing I'm in an amazing place in the race and I keep it and I just spin. Let's try and balance it. Cross for the stream. It's choppy, give it a lap. Might calm it.
About to go green. Stay focused. Pace car is off.
Backing it up.
Green, green, green.
Alright, nice. That will do. We've got a Porsche on the outside.
Left side.
That curb is disgusting. I did not want to take the guy out. Hitting that.
Keep to the right. Keep to the right.
Oh, he's held it. Driving. The yellow.
Right.
Let's see it.
Still there.
Please, please, please leave me
What the heck?
space.
Trying to steer into me.
Nice.
Clear.
See, that happened last race, and the guy like
Car on your left.
cut my path off a bit, and it created. Oh,
Clear on the left.
that was a push. I hope the flash was just an apology, because there was nothing I could do there. Now it's survival time,
Internet behind.
and
Left side. Still
oh,
there.
I'm.
Hold your line. Clear on the
I
left.
can't avoid that. Jesus Christ. This is what I mean. Like, whatever. My mic isn't working in iRacing anyway, so that saves me wasting my breath on. Right. It's that, like, you know, I'm going to react to the traffic ahead. I'm going to try not to hit people, but then someone's going to brake at their racing brake point, expecting me to sort of dissolve. There's 4Xs I didn't really need, but we're alive. Hopefully not too aero damaged. I don't like this car at all. I want him to either shoot away or spin off. Because currently being ahead of him is like the most dangerous place I can be. Now if he is slow, I don't think he is, it's going to be very frustrating. Just going to see if he picks up his momentum. It's too long a race to be smashing people on the first lap. Patrick. Just trying to figure out if I've got enough grip to drive at pace. Sometimes you get a little damage like that and find out the hard way that your car no longer wants to grip, rear or whatever. He was so keen to get past and he's failed to catch the car ahead. That's all I can say. So I hope he's got a bit more in him. What he can do for me now is apply the same aggression through the field and create like a bit of a ripple so that I can benefit. Seem to be interested in that right now.
Car in P1.
We'll see.
Just get the fastest lap. 22.9.
Oh, it's Vulcan. Hey, dude.
One. New fastest lap for you.
I've already been given a mighty booty tap this race, but everything else seems to be everyone's actually, you know, staying on the track. It's a good start. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're all well. It's so frustrating. I'm faster than this guy, but he was insistent. He deployed the bump to pass. And I don't know why. I'm good though, thank you. Yeah, really good. Quite happy to sit in traffic and try and survive a race here. In a very unkind to my SR kind of a combo. There it goes. Plus, I'm a devil for track cutting there. Not to do that. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes the aggression. And there it is. Yes! Get out of it. Oh, I never normally celebrate, but that was long overdue. I'm so proud of the Porsche ahead of me right now. I didn't even do it. Freebie. And we got rid of the nightmare. That'll do. Now I've got to hope the Porsche behind isn't too keen. I lost a bit of momentum. This guy ahead had a really good first lap with me. We were side by side for like 4 corners. I already have respect for this car. Yeah, I'm pretty much bottom of the lobby number, so I'm gonna try and have a race where I sort of drive within my means. That's why I wanted to deploy that Mercedes. Look at the damage he could have done. He's given me 4x. Who's to say he can't give out, you know, early Christmas presents to everybody? It's actually great that my microphone isn't working in iRacing because it just stops me even wanting to say sarcasm like, thanks. Doesn't help. Hope the stream's surviving, by the way. It feels like I've got a better frame rate today. Had a little look just to show him that I'm interested. Might be, you know, up for buying something. Take a position. Get the bribes out. Don't want to rush it though. You know what I respect the most?
Go right.
I think inside would have worked better there, but it was too late. As I was trying to say, for exit stage right, what I appreciate the most is when you're driving among a bunch of cars that aren't trying to be the hero.
The gap is 1.4 seconds.
You want some time in a race like this to suss each other out and figure out where you're strong and where you're not. Like, it should feel more like a chess game. Ace. Just my opinion. Like, people race their own ways, but I'm massively not a fan of the, like, send it till you die, the P17 kind of racing. Defend till you die. So if, it's a big if, we can keep this, maybe make a few gains. Consider that a good haul. And luckily, I've not got too much legacy like damage from that mad Mercedes who may still be out there somewhere. So that's now 13 mine points. I have got understeer though. Just have to find out if that's me cooking tires or just the car not quite being as happy as it used to be. But yeah, tomorrow night we've got a community league here, and I'll do my best to stream it if not allowed. Nick, getting a good pace on now. We're in the 23s and we're getting quicker. Okay. Yet to unlock a 22. Those guys are. You're blowing my mind. Don't do that. Got some space. Just out. Oh no.
Go left.
Spoke far too soon. What was that? Oh. No way you can go on that pit exit. Wasn't his fault. Oh man, okay. I'm gonna have to calm the car down now. I've just been sliding. You know what iRacing tires are like. Poor car. It doesn't want to turn in right now. We're at 14. I don't know if Elias behind has been behind me the whole time or if it's somebody else. In a second, so I'm out. A long way off, but getting near a top 10 would be so nice. Don't get me wrong, if I can finish here, we're still in a really good spot. I think we found our system. I got it there. Porsche friend behind is getting a move on. Not get a bite of turning there. That was scary.
Car 3 is now leading.
spook myself. I see some scrapping though. I'm not too stressed about fighting yet, but it's gonna mean I've got a chance. Stay with him. Looks like I need an extra downshift in some spots just to make the car respond. It gets lighter. I don't know if that's a damage thing, but... Curious if they start scrapping massively before pits.
23.645.
Could influence me to pit early and avoid all that, but I'm not close enough to worry about that yet. I think I'm pretty even to Elias or Elias behind. It's down to who makes a mistake. I never make mistakes. Did anyone notice I was grabbed 13th? Did I miss that? Well, I saved the slides. Last thing I want to do is get the rears hot. Zero forgiveness for that hit. Definitely struggling there. We're halfway, just about. It's gone quickly for me. Can't complain so far. It's exactly the kind of race I needed. The stream is holding out as well. Oh no. Drama.
There's an incident ahead. Go right.
Thanks for slowing down, mates. Oh my god, I'm so glad we didn't. It's a miracle that we avoided him. That was so close. I was trying to guess whether he was going to hold the brakes, roll. It happened too quick to really know what to do, but we managed not to hit him, and that guy just saw a gap and sent it, as you do on the yellows. Probably had nowhere else to go, in all fairness. In that situation, you're gonna just get yourself out of there, right? Before there's a crash. Yeah, interesting. So, would that be given in real racing? I don't know. You'd have to watch it closely. In sim, how you act on the yellows gets very little scrutiny. Not really relevant. Oh, as we were. I'm very proud of dodging that guy still, though. I'd have been so sad to just collect him and wreck both our cars. Because I saw that coming a long way off. Also, it's put a car ahead of me that's at my pace. Unlike that Mercedes from earlier, so I don't think we're going to feel the effect of that. Mind me to look at that replay. I'm just curious how it looked for them. They might have slowed, and you know, for me, it just felt like they were bombing it. But yeah, real life racing, I don't think you can get away with it. Real life racing. I think the car behind might have just pit. Binned it. I'm not sure. So that gives me space. Happy days. And now I'm trying to keep it clean to the pit stop. Thanks, appreciate it. I do find it crazy frustrating when my own laps isn't driving. I like the difference between a bad race and a good race. So we can nail this one down. There's yellows. Thankfully, he's not moving. If a few of you are here at green checkered flag, I'll look over the incidents in the race as well. Got like a tracker that will show us all the little bins that happened that weren't just to do with me. Pretty entertaining. Also, I'm going to slate the driver that overtook me, but we'll save that for after the... You always check the replay first.
You're in the top 10.
Turn in. We're not getting dropped by this dude. Just the same dynamic reverse now. But you never know, we might get it back. I still don't have a good practice pit entry because I tried and I got spun into the pit lanes. That's something to get right today. Still probably the worst driving I've ever seen, but you do. Right, 10. Possible a few cars ahead of pitted. I actually can't tell. Might not be P10 overall, but... Right, fuel alarm is on. Time to start planning. I do love this track and I thought I was going to really not get on with it. Thought he was going to pit then because he lost his... If I feel like I'm getting stuck under this car, I should box. I don't want to spend 3 laps fighting him. Hit really early, you're likely to get stuck behind other cars, so you've got to try and gauge it right. I also don't want to be stuck behind a P20 who doesn't know I'm on a different... it's a big part of the race, actually. Yeah, I wonder if the undercut works. You see, further I go, lighter my car is, and if we're at the same pace, that's great. We're both kind of winning versus the race for anyone who boxed early. If he makes a mistake or I get stuck.
The leader just did a 23 point.
If we see back markers. Oh, I got a great run through there. I'm not boxing this lap just because I got a really good run through that. Okay. 3 to go max. Shy of 3. Could be box lap. Might do it. Bear in mind, last time I did this, the car ahead of me boxed on the same lap I was going to box, and I was like, no. He's in the same car. He should have fuel as well. I think it's worth a little gamble, maybe. But it's hard to know if we're going to come out in traffic or not. That's the gamble. We want to come out in a different fight. Damn it. A lot more money. I can't have a safe race here. Put it in my hands. Rammed. Otherwise, it's been great. I think we should do it. No tyre change. See, he's gone in. Isn't that weird? Just as I think about doing it, so I'm going to do one more lap. What they don't do. Yeah, push lap. Have a good in lap. Don't think I need to go an extra one. I think we'll come in this lap. Pace of undercut. That's tidy enough. It's not great, but... Get some good exits. We've got a lightweight car. Obviously we're 7th before pits. Haven't got a car behind me. Good sign. I just hope I can get the pit marker right. This is my first pit entry. The fact they all pitted together could mean it's quite spicy on the outlap. Okay, come on. Box, box, box.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Safe entry, I don't mind. Just don't want to drive through.
2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
Look at that, 30 seconds optional because that guy can't drive a Mercedes. Legend. But this is actually helping me.
That's it, go.
Do you mind getting out of the way, please?
See. There's the 2.
The car behind is pitting.
Look at that, so close. So close. If I hadn't taken a tiny bit of optional, I might have actually got him. But that came out about right. That's perfect. I think if I trained myself on that pit entry, we would have got him. I was like babying the car into that like you won't believe. You have the toe, we definitely gains a fraction. Just a fraction. Yeah, a good pit entry there, that was position. It was enough to make him have to go wide into turn 1, that's how close it was. I got 0 traction there. Nothing. Let's try and get the car to wake up. Okay, let's remember that my tires might have lost their shine for a minute. Come on.
It's going well. Keep at it.
His tires are a lap warmed up now. Can't really expect to just crack him like that. I think lap time and technique, we can still fight this guy. It looks like he's starting to push. Force an error. This is my fastest lap of the race so far. Good. We've got about 6, 7 laps. Come out net 12, assuming there's no more pit stops. But we've made a gain there as well. Got a healthy gap to everybody behind if I don't screw up. I was a little bit worn down at the front, maybe. I have to start driving to accommodate for that. It's too late on the power. We are literally like for like with our lap times here. It's some pretty close racing. Got a run on him there, little one. Keeping an eye on one behind, just in case he sneaks up. But I think at this pace, big worry. Okay, I'm really driving into the fronts now. Something happened. Oh yeah. This is great. This is really good racing. Don't want to bin us both off, but I do want a good fight. Can't see the apex, never mind get to it. What I do is go a bit lighter on my car than he is on his, and see if I can grip up somewhere to make a move. Oh, he got a good exit, that could have been it. He's pushing though. Oh, this is risky. He's ahead. Oh my goodness, clean driving. Man, he was so careful there. I need to say thank you. That was such good, respectful racing. I didn't think I was going to pull that off there. It's literally a don't overtake corner. He might concede to the fact that I'm slightly quicker at this phase in the race though, so I respect it. I've been it. Who is it? Elias.
You have
Legend.
about 5 laps of fuel left.
Absolute legend. Takes 2 drivers to make a good race, not just one freaking aggressive blankhead. I think we've seen both examples today. That was a stupid X. Let's not do that again. The lovely thing about that whole fight was just like both of us trying to push the other until one of us had to sort of either mess up or give up. Still time for me to do the same. Whoops. That's a good example. I couldn't have done it at a better time because one has just caught us both because we had that little fight. I'm going to credit Elias with knowing that us fighting to the death probably going to bring about more trouble, so I think he played the big brain strat there. Fortunately, he had to take the pressure before me. And we'll find out if he's the true hero of the race. Holds him back for long enough to keep me defending. Okay, we're like 2 laps away. My maths, maybe 3. Getting this nailed, come on. Not good news. Oh no. I resisted the urge to reverse. And that is a top 10. Now again, I slowed down the most for that yellow flag. We about that.
You're in the top 10.
Ooh, overtake behind. Could be one more after this, which means I gotta keep on it. Yeah, one's got it. Move. I'm on front tires. There's not much further to go. Come on. There isn't much grit left, I can tell you that. Crazy. One's driving like I'm not even lapping. Mad. It's 1 extra lap. That would be good. We don't get a top 10.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Good exits now. Come on. He's so quick through there. No. Being too careful.
Down your left.
Do you have to do that? He has every right to attack, but that was a save and a half, let me tell you. Flipping heck. That sucks for him, because I'll look at the replay, see if I shut the door. Oh. Oh, we made it.
Alright, then check it flag.
Weirdest circumstances, but we made it.
Run, solid work.
What a legend. What a great fight that was. I'm so glad we didn't get spun at the end. I'd have probably turned Brands off forever. Elias, let's just message him. Yeah. Gone already? Oh, one actually said sorry. Bless him for saying sorry. I didn't actually feel too bad about that one. I think last lap. Bless him. He must have felt really rough because he didn't realize as he made the move it was never going to work. But okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for putting me through that. I hope that was enjoyable between the quiet stuff. That seemed like mostly nice people in the race. So, first incident. Great fight with this Porsche. Lovely driving. I don't remember who that is. Nick Bruno. Nick's not in the series. Nick you. Okay, so we're watching from Patrick's point of view. Real credit to Elias or Elias. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is when I got a flash of the light. Yeah, from his perspective, it must have looked like I checked him. Right? This is where I wonder if netcode is happening subtly, because I don't remember us being that close. Yeah, he would have just thought, hey, guy hip check me, flashing the lights. And this explains why I then get bashed, because he's pretty much decided I'm not worth my time. I'm assuming this is not as undeliberate as I find out. That's about as deliberate as a hit gets. Not reportable, but actually I should have messaged him. No, he's not here. He had a right to be a bit like put off by that incident, but he should know that I'm not that early in a race. I'm not trying to muscle anybody anywhere. Like, relax, man. And it's my one issue with this series is I find the ego level tends to get inflated way too much. People just think they're like king of the roads. And nobody's race is better for that mindset. Again, This was so avoidable. It's really interesting. He gets one little hip check and then he just turns in. And this is just my opinion, but it always comes from an attitude of like my space, my position, my road. Carry that mindset. I had a broken rear end for that whole race. Carry that mindset. Not my problem. We had an amazing race. I'd like to look at when he must have lost the position under yellows, right? Can have a look at that. Well, ooh, how long way into the race? Okay, there he is. Flat. Alright, there isn't an easy. No, not this lap. Ugh. This lap then. There's the yellow flag. Curious how it looked. Oh, this was close. Have a look at this. Close. Gets loose. He's holding the brakes at this point. Hits the grass. And I think he's actually rolling back. Oh god, that was close. He's actually rolling back to get off the track. Hard to know if it would have been better on the holding the brakes or not. I can't really say. Really, you should just hold the brakes because the rolling back that took away the outside line that I would have. Then it is here. And I had the perfect amount of time to worry about it so much. Whoa. Flipping heck. I mean, did slow down. It's actually a gear lower than you would be at full speed. But was really trusting me not to pinball somebody back there. No harm, no foul. Tiny bit of luck on our side. But I would say, had he made contact with me, I'd have been furious because I slowed down. But because there was no contact, there's no point in like. Look how it was for me though. This was scary. Like spinning. And that rollback, that's the thing you can't predict. What I could have done better here is just brake a tad earlier. Just to give myself more time. Good to be on the brakes now. Had I got on the brakes early, I would have just tucked inside. I hadn't been wiped out by anyone. So I could have helped myself a bit. Again, it's not really a problem, but you can surprise yourself how bad your own reaction times are when you. Like, how did I leave it that long? I think this might be pit stop. Yeah. Look how close this was. He actually had room to apex, but came in hot and had to miss me. Yeah, I cap it because my PC cries and my monitor is fresh high enough. Thursday, I'm trying to get a new PC. We can have glorious graphics and some frames. Probably like good graphics and good frames. Probably. This is the lap we got it done. So I have to say it's half down to Ellis here for. I really want to know if you say Elias. Yeah, single monitor. I have a second monitor for stream. Two corners in a row, I'd seen him very slightly get the car loose, but nothing serious. And then this was fine until his car decided that it was oversteered. Well done for catching it. I don't think, by the way, I've ever pulled a move off like this before. Like, that was clean from both drivers. Neither of us really slowed each other down. Neither of us tried to be heroes. I don't know. That was really nice. Let's have a look at... I did get an apology for this, by the way. So I'm not looking at this for any beef. But, like... that's the end of it. So I nearly got spun out. And this is also the save of my life. I don't usually save these. Usually in this situation, I'd have been spun out, left in the barrier, probably lost full position. I got some good karma today. I don't blame him too much. It's not quite enough of a move for me to warrant leaving space, but I also did, by the time I chose to cut in, he couldn't then bail. So it is, the penalty would go to that Lamborghini, but I don't think it's dirty. He's already trying not to make contact. And I'm like, kinda sorry that he got screwed by it. I seem to remember trying to leave space, but I obviously didn't leave very much. Yeah. That's where my view and lack of triples wouldn't have saved me here. Like lack of knowledge how much space I'm leaving. It feels more like a car to me, but this corner is so late to like complete the turn that I'm actually chopping in on him. It's not by much. So yeah, 100% Lambo would get the penalty, blah blah blah. But I think to say sorry for that is a really respectful way to act. So I say fair play. Because he could have been like, ah, you cut me off. Chop me up. And believe me, some people think that way. They would have decided that I was the dirty driver. But yeah. In racing terms, I was far enough ahead to claim the corner, but I had the choice to leave more space if I didn't want an accident. Have a look from his point of view though. Look how close this is. Easy to say it in slow motion, but look how close this is. So, context, he's faster than me. I've had 2 slow corners. But yeah. That, unfortunately, is how the move went for him. Look how close he is. He's quick. Gets a better run out of here. Lands it. Knows it's time to make the move. But he's just too far back. Just too far back. It was like more ambition than... If he'd got the run at this corner to the next straight, I think he'd have had time to get past me. It was just one of those. Probably immediately thought, I wish I hadn't gone. That was a good race. Before I stop blabbing on at you want to see incidents from that race? Go get a drink, man. Race has saturated me. Some far chase. Set this up. Better to do it this way. There we go. Neat. Okay, we're going to do a quick race recap. Have a look at the drama from the off. That is a glitch, because that's just me finishing a quali session. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's how... Oh my goodness. Okay, this is already worth doing. This is already worth... Right, I need to see this. So he's misjudged the corner, slowed down too late, dented... Oh... What do you do with this? I want to see this guy's view of the whole thing. No one's awake enough for this, look. Oh my god, he's got no chance. Absolutely no chance. Where's the Mustang? He survive? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I think you'd be a bit angry if you're this Mustang because there's people wrecking ahead and then you get wrecked from behind. Bang. That's a horrible feeling. No. I'll spare your ears because that's a totaled car, I think. Same incident. Same. So that's everyone's POV. It's so entertaining, that crash. It's horrible for the guys involved.
Race control scoring has ended.
What on earth is this? Wait, is this the same? No, it's not. I don't know what to make of this. The Ferrari is clearly ahead. Gets stuttered by the Porsche, and then the Ford. I can only say the Ford's got to be a bit more patient. Because he's got the Ferrari loose and then just steamed into him on. There you go. Taps him. Just doesn't expect the kickback. Yes. I mean, what happens to the Porsche? Boink. You know what? He doesn't get smashed. That guy is a hero. Guy just... This is yellow flag driving. There's a wreck. I'm just going to chill out. Not gonna... I see really good drivers foot down through stuff like this. I've seen it all week. That's the car we don't miss. Did they... What happened in their race in the... Oh, is that wheel damage? Oh. No? They survive? Just mess up the I feel like this car's got to be a bit butch. No, they carried on. Well, I guess I'll look at more incidents and we'll find out. I'm sort of curious if they had more wrecks, but I think this will tell us. This is the guy who ended up racing me at the end, I think. Just having a little... Oh! This was really close. We're like the second or third car coming through here, and I nearly collected it. I had no vision. Nah, it was fine. Poor Elias just kept collecting little incidents that doing. Oh, grass. Grass. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. That is such a harsh crash, but that is Brands Hatch. Incidents are just off tracks, I think. Not very exciting. Well, I don't know. They're like off tracks and some, so I guess they're kind of into the rejoin good. Good rejoin. Welcome in, guys. Finished the race, happy with the result. We bagged a top 10. That is, whoa, a horrible piece of camera work, but that is us not collecting a Porsche, but it being so close. And it's all because didn't get on the brakes until the very end, so I just had to basically stop. Oh, the camera's so unlucky for this guy, by the way. Alright, now what? Porsche on Porsche. Now we did this, but these two... What do we think here? Has he just come across the nose of the other guy? Fine. Can't really blame the outside car, but I think this car got a lot of curve. The Porsche will just push out off a curb. Just not quite careful enough. Wasn't another incident. Lambo. That's unlucky. Oh, but then the guy just keeps playing pinball. What's this driver thinking? So, you get on the power, the other guy doesn't. Bash, 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 bash. That was almost like he was like, your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault. Another like weird racing ego moment. Pretty unfair. I've done that a lot at Brands Hatch, just not that corner. Ferrari's not going to get turned in. Ooh. They were so on the edge of going wide, they had to over-rotate. I think that's a bad outcome there. Right. Quite a few crashes in this. Got like 3 more after this. Oh, this is probably the saddest spin of the day. This guy was being safe as well. The one who slowed down. Oh, Porsche, you're so brutal. So brutal. This is us. Slightly ambitious move. He did say, so sorry. Not gonna grill that guy. And it, for once, we didn't. We weren't the worse off. Why is that a crash? Not a crash. Neither is this. Oh wait. Huh. Crash. There you go. That's a lot, guys. A lot. Now I'm cautiously optimistic that I've just rebuilt my account from yesterday's horror show at Brands, or Saturday's. I had a really fun stream at Brands, but the race was disgusting. No change to safety, but yeah, we got a little bit. That's one race fix. And then tomorrow over to Spa to see if we can prove or undo all that good work again. Because I think, apart from tomorrow's league race at Brands, I think we end on that note. I think that's a good result for us. And if it wasn't for Muppet Mercedes driver, that would have been a really good safety rating race. Wow, because there was no other incident that were like that heavy. I just top 10 to second split in a relatively not super strong field at this time of day. That's quite a high number compared to me. And that's really good going. Happy with that. Nice. Shame I couldn't run the Delta app there. I tend to turn it off for the races. I could have looked at the lap info, but time. Right. I think I'm going to call that a stream because I'm really keen to get a drink. I'd like to start going a bit longer. I'm building up like regular race days now. I seem to be turning up 4 times a week. I hope you're enjoying a little bit of stream anyway. Thanks if you have joined and followed today. I do appreciate it. Good. Later in the week, I will update everyone if the PC is gonna get upgraded, because that means I can get excited about it. I just need to reinstall iRacing, real drivers, all the things you forget you do every time you start fresh. But like best case scenario, just before the weekend or just after, do a test stream if I do get it. There we go, and then it'll feel identical, but hopefully just run smoother. And I can bring back all the stream graphics and stuff, which I kind of miss having. Hopefully good news to come for the stream, guys, so keep your eye out. YouTube was a ghost town today, but I do have the streams over there for watching there. Obviously the Twitch is Twitch. If you can't get to my VODs on Twitch, they're on YouTube. Don't I think they're set to sub only, but don't sub for VODs, just go to YouTube. That's the reason. They're all every stream I do that's racing will be over and back, so go and enjoy it. In fact, I don't do this very often. That's what you Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you hanging out. It's been a good mix today. We've figured out how not to die at Spa. Took a long time. That took like over an hour to not spin at Spa on an aggressive set. Tomorrow I will stream 7:30ish with the league race. It's mainly a fun community race, but there is a league going. See how we do. I might come on at 4 or 5 o'clock to do a couple of Spa events to kick things off and go finish off at Brands. That seemed to work well today. Yeah. Look out for that tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Good to meet you all. Good to talk again. Nice. Hope you're enjoying the regular stream. Up. Brand new iRacing calendar tomorrow. And before I lose my voice, if we get the PC, Le Mans Ultimate could come back in the mix with iRacing. If I can dance between the two. A bit of variety is really healthy. So yeah, end of this week is the, see what happens. If it happens, then week after should be a good week all round. See. Have a good one. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your viewership. Go and have a good night.